Hey guys, Jason here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I got another book review for you guys, and I'm talking about Best Served Cold by Joe Abercrombie. This is, I guess, the fourth book in the First Law series. Although it's separate from the main trilogy. It's a standalone novel. I put standalones in quotes because you can read this one on its own. It's like its own complete story, but if you haven't read the First Law trilogy, I would say you're gonna miss out on some stuff. There's a lot of characters in this book that are from the First Law trilogy, so if you haven't read that, you won't. Some of the context maybe won't be there. Like I said, it's not required, but I'd say you're gonna miss out on some stuff, some of the connections between that story and the world and all of that. So yeah, definitely check out the First Law trilogy. It's fantastic. I reviewed those books last year on the channel. I'll link those up here if you want to check those out. This one, Best Served Cold, is it's so good. It might be my favorite so far. Like every book that Joe Abercrombie has written he just keeps getting better and better and better. And this book is amazing. Like, of course, with Joe Abercrombie, the characters are like the shining beacon in the whole thing. Like, they're just so well drawn and so well realized and just awesome that they really carry it through. But this book in particular is also very, very focused on the plot. The First Law trilogy, I don't want to say is weak in the plot, because there is stuff, but it's definitely more of a character-driven story. This one is much more plot-driven. So, basically what this book is about is we've got our main character, Monza, and she is like a mercenary or whatever. Her and her brother, Benna, work for the Grand Duke Orso. He's basically like the king or whatever of this country, I guess, region called Styria. He betrays them because he thinks that they are going to try to usurp his throne from him somehow. They've become very popular with the common folk and stuff, and so he has them killed, right? He kills her brother Benna. He kills Monza, or he tries to, throws her off this balcony. She tumbles down this mountain. And, everyone assumes she's dead. However, she does survive. She's very injured. It's amazing that she lives through this. The injuries that she sustains are ridiculous. And so somebody finds her, some doctor guy finds her and kind of puts her back together, and she goes through the long process of recovering from those injuries, which she never fully recovers from. That's one thing that makes her character really great, is that she is broken physically. So for the rest of the story, she has to overcome that. Her hand doesn't work properly, and she's in pain most of the time, and she walks kind of funny because her hips and her legs aren't the same length anymore because of stuff. So she's covered in scars from head to toe. It's really freaking awesome. She's an awesome character. And to boot, she's just a brutal killer. She has spent her entire life as a mercenary, fighting other people's wars, killing and doing horrible things. And, so kind of on that subject, all of the characters in this story are very morally ambiguous, let's say. Some of them are bad guys, some of them are good guys. All of them are willing to do things that they need to in order to survive, and they do some pretty bad things. That's one of the major themes in Joe Abercrombie's writing, is that people are kind of selfish and will do whatever they need to. there's a lot of manipulation going on between characters. There's a lot of backstabbing and betrayal, and as the story unfolds, it turns into this revenge tale. Basically, Monza wants to kill the people that were involved in killing her brother, right? There's like 7 people on her hit list. And so the story goes through, and she collects her little band of people. So there's like this group that she works with of people that she recruits. And she's filthy rich, by the way, too. So she's got all this money to pay them. So basically, she's just like, I'll just give you a shitload of money if you help me kill these people. And, of course, the world being what it is, there's plenty of people that want to take that opportunity to make some money to kill people. Because, you know, people kill people all the time. So they go through and they're killing all of their targets. That's the basic story, right? So... like I was saying, there's a lot of like backstabbing and betrayal and twists and turns, and like people who you think are on Monza's side end up betraying her, and vice versa. She betrays people that trust her, and there are some like reveals along the way of things that, you know, like maybe she isn't necessarily justified in her pursuit. Maybe vengeance doesn't actually help anybody at all. It doesn't help the people who are, looking for it or exacting the vengeance. It doesn't help, obviously, the people who are being avenged, because, you know, he's dead. And it doesn't help the people who are being killed, you know? So, like, the whole... That's a major theme in this, is, like, is what she's doing justified? Does it actually matter in any sort of grand scheme? And like the lengths that she goes to in order to kill the people that she has on her list, then like what about those people that she hurts along the way? What if they want to get vengeance against her? Are they justified in their pursuit of vengeance? It's very interesting, this interplay between the characters and what they want and how they get it, and yeah, it's fantastic. So, yeah, and then I'm not going to spoil the ending, but the last, like, I don't know, 50 or 60 pages of this was just like one after another, just like reveals that were just like, what is going on? It was awesome. I loved it. It was an amazing book. So. Yeah, 4 out of 5, half stars. Let's call it 4.5 out of 5. Yeah, it was good. So I finished this a while ago. Just took me a little bit to get through this review done. I just started Heroes, which is the next standalone novel. So I will be reviewing that once I finish it. So just stay tuned for that once that comes down the line. But. That's pretty much all I have to say about this. Let me know if you've read this book, what you think. If you've read Joe Abercrombie in general, if you like the First Law trilogy, just let me know if you want to see me continue to review these, because I plan on reading the rest of the standalones, and then I'm going to start the Age of Madness. Hopefully I can finish all of those before Book 3 in the Age of Madness comes out, which I think is supposed to come out in like September maybe, or something like that. So I've got a little while, but hopefully I can get all those done before then, and then I can be up to date on the whole series. Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there, and enjoy what you're doing in your life, because life's too short. You know that? And yeah, with that, I'll let you guys go. Peace.